So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what a drop zone is and some ideas on how to create one in your own home based on your family's lifestyle. So we are in my mudroom slash laundry room area of my home, which is one of the main entryways to my home. And so when it comes to creating a drop zone, it's going to be somewhere in your home by an entryway typically. Now, do you need a lot of space to create a drop zone? No, you don't. Mine is very small. I mean, the space between the wall and the system is not very much. It's about maybe 2 body lengths. So it could be a wall in your home. It could be just a bench area that has vertical space going up. It could be a corner of your home. Where you create your drop zone is really going to be dependent upon your home, but you don't need a lot of space to create it. It's the system that's actually going to be the most important part of it, okay? So when creating your drop zone, let's think about what you should put in your drop zone. The story of your life actually is displayed by the things that we keep in our home and also by the areas of our home that kind of share its life with us. And so when you're walking inside your home, if you're seeing piles of shoes in a section, or maybe like today's mail and then last week's art projects are still kind of blended together, your life is kind of telling you where you naturally drop things off, and that's where you typically are going to be creating drop zones. Now, can you have multiple drop zone areas? Sure. I have one basic one here, which is majority of our stuff, but I keep my paper drop zone area somewhere else. But today we're going to be talking about my main drop zone area. So let's think about the things that you're going to keep inside your drop zone area. So I want you to think about keys, purses, diaper bags. Like I said, I have a supply area, which is very different than most, but I keep different things that I use inside my bags, or when I'm traveling with the kids, inside my supply zone area. I also keep all of the kids' activity stuff in here. My husband keeps his laptop in here. So those are the kind of things that you want to think about. What are the things that you're using every single day, that your family's using every single day? And that's where you need to create a home for that kind of stuff. Now, why do you need a drop zone, and what are the benefits of it? Well, have you ever experienced when you're trying to get out of the house and you run back in because you forgot something, or you run back in and then the kids are like, I can't find this. Where is it, Mom? Those are clear indications that we need an organizational setup for the things that we're using on a daily basis. So the benefits of it is you're no longer running in. It reduces the amount of time you're trying to get in and out of the home. It also creates a systemized way for everyone to come in, put their stuff away, and then be able to find it the next day, reducing the lost items or yelling for Mom, where's my stuff every single day. So that's why a drop zone is so important and can be so beneficial when it comes to your family. In your drop zone, you can put and keep whatever category you want, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I created my drop zone and why I created the categories that I did. And so this system that I'm utilizing in my drop zone is actually an IKEA shelving system. Now, I went with this system because it was stackable. So this is one unit, and then the second unit is on the bottom, and I could use and store whatever items I wanted based on the size of the mesh drawer. And so I chose the system that had the top of 2 small mesh drawers and a larger one, and then on the bottom system I just chose 2 large drawers based on the categories of things that we are needing. And so I was going to post the information for you guys exactly on this unit that I'm using, but with the state of the world and what we're in, things are on back ordered, or you just can't find it. And so while I went to the online system, I couldn't find my exact mesh drawer system, and then the ones that are available on IKEA, they all say they're on back order. So I will list as much as I can, but it could be on back order, and I don't know, maybe they don't make this exact one anymore. That's possible too. But either way, there are multiple options that you could utilize to kind of use this in your home if you have the space and it's something that you want to do. And this doesn't have to be IKEA. Walmart has a version, the Container Store has a version, so there's different ways. I think even Target has a couple versions of this system. So these are the categories that I have inside my system. This is my husband's drawer. This is my drawer. This is a combination of the kids' activities. This is my supply drawer, and then the back is additional kids' activities, and then the last drawer is for book bags only, or school books, because sometimes my kids have additional school books they bring home, but that's where it stays. So those are the basic categories that I have for each of the drawers that I have chosen to use in my drop zone system. So once I decided what drawer was going to be for what, I went and I got these little organizers. I actually got these from the dollar section of Target. They were like a pack of 4 or 5 for like $3 or $5, something like that. But it was perfect because I can organize them how I want and they can hold the small items in a nice, neat manner. And then you can visually see everything that you need. And so I have it for my side and I have it for my husband's side. Now, it doesn't mean that they don't get messy like as we use it, because the system is a lived-in system. So we're constantly going in and out of the basket system, and it's going to get messy because sometimes you're in a rush and things like that. But the point is, the system still works for us, and everything we need is still centralized. It's still put away in a neat manner. It may not be laid all, all over the ground or floor or counters. It may get a little messy in the drawer, but it's still contained. And that is my favorite part, because even if the kids are imperfect with putting things back, they still perfectly put it away and it's found the next day as they need things. And again, for me, that's a win. So here is where I've gone ahead and I've reset the system for our new season. And I do this every 3 months or so. We have changes in our season. So whether it's the sports that the kids are playing, or it's now springtime, or it's wintertime, I will change the accessories. I will change out the things that are inside each drawer. And so now I've reset it for swimming because the kids are now back in swimming, and my daughter's stuff for dancing is in there. And then the bottom drawer now has different body products. So like the sun lotion and things that the kids are going to need, or their baseball stuff because now we're in baseball season. But the book bag section stays the same because we're still using our book bags, but I'll change it out in the summertime for like lunch bags and coolers and stuff like that. Now, like I mentioned, it doesn't exactly stay perfect, but it's a lived-in system, but it's still contained. And so this is an example of what it looks like before I reset it and before I make, like the cleaning or reset done each season, because it's a lived-in system. And this is kind of what it looks like. The kids still make a mess, but it's still contained and they can still find their stuff. So I hope you liked this video, and if you have any questions, leave them below. If you want, you can read the entire full blog post, and I explain everything in full detail and all the links and everything that are in there. But this is exactly how I do my drop zone system in my small mudroom laundry room area, and then how I do my quarterly reset to serve us so that it's always ready to go with the supplies and the things that we're going to need as a family, and how I created it in a small area